Okay, we are live. Welcome to Saturday Night Gaming with Mark W. and Rob Bob. Although tonight I, Mark W., am the sole host because Rob Bob is too cool for school. He is at a sleepover. And yeah, he's too cool to hang out with. I'm just kidding if you're watching Rob Bob. I'm only joking around. I totally support that. But it's just me tonight. And I thought about some games I wanted to play. I was thinking maybe something that's new to me, exploring maybe Disco Elysium or I don't know. But ultimately, I felt really tired today. And when I'm really tired, it kind of feels like work to play a new game. So I said, why don't I play one of my comfort games? And I thought maybe, probably some of my top comfort games would be FTL, Nethack, and maybe a few others. I like 868 Hack lately. Um, Golden Crone Hotel, which is another roguelike. Anyway, I asked in my Discord channel, and I said maybe I'll play NetHack or FTL, and my top viewer, Mr. Ryan, suggested NetHack, so I said, let's do it, NetHack. And that's why you see this NetHack prompt before you. It's possible I might try some of the other comfort games. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to start off with some NetHack. And what you see here is the hardfought.org server that you can SSH into and play NetHack. You don't even have to have the game installed. You can just SSH and play any of these many versions of NetHack that they have here. Um, you can see down here it says Ace Hack is available to play. That's a variant that I have never played before, but I'm leaning towards Slash'em tonight. So Slash'em is a variant of NetHack that's been around for a long time. I played it first in probably, let's say, the year 2000 or so. So obviously that means it's been around a while. How is it different? Oh, it adds a bunch of stuff. And Slash'em actually stands for Super Lots of Added Stuff Hack Extended Magic. Um, it contains 5 new roles, meaning character classes. And what else did it contain? It has new races, several new special levels, monsters, items, and artifacts. The main dungeon is made longer in Slash'em than in NetHack, with Gehenna being shorter as a result. Everybody pretty much, even people who love NetHack, they say, Gehenna, that can be a chore because it's like so many levels of all these like really tight mazes. So they made Gehenna a little shorter and added some other levels. Flash'em is considered much more difficult than vanilla NetHack. So if you think NetHack is difficult enough, well, Slash'em just adds on top of that. Um, why don't we, instead of thoroughly going through this, let's just go over the new classes and races and then jump into the game. And by the way, if anybody watching wants to see a specific NetHack variant that's available here on this server, you can call it out. But I'm going to start with Slash'em. So it has new races. You can play as a doppelganger, and they can change form at will at the cost of some mana. Drow is a starting race. Drow being the kind of dark elves from D&D. They're the dark elves of the Sunless Realm, well suited to the dungeon. They have much in common with their standard elves, but their specialty is their sleep attack. Yeah, that's right. They can, if you attack barehanded as a Drow, you can put your enemies to sleep. And it goes on a bit too, of course. So let's just get a flavor for each one. There's hobbits. Believe it or not, there was never hobbits in original NetHack. So you can be a hobbit in Slash'em. They start with the useful intrinsic speed and infravision. So that lets them see, in the dark essentially, our enemies in the dark. And speed is speed. And they have the blink technique, which is kind of surprising to me. What does that mean? Like teleportation? It slows down the turn counter for some math time. Interesting. So hobbits can slow down time. Trying to think of the rationale for that. But thinking of Tolkien hobbits, can they slow down time? Well, I don't remember that. But they do live longer than people, so maybe they do so by slowing down time. That could actually be very effective because they have speed to begin with. Yeah, look at this. It says basically you can get extremely fast. But because it slows down the turn counter, that doesn't just mean you'll be faster than the enemy. That means things like hunger and other effects will just stop in their tracks. So if you're about to die as a hobbit, you could probably use blink and get yourself some extra turns. It says early in the game the blink technique only lasts a couple of turns. But I guess as you progress, you would get more. turns with your blink, your hobbit blink. Let's see if it explains here why they blink. Hobbits are quick of hearing and sharp-eyed, and though they are inclined to be fat and do not hurry unnecessarily, they are nonetheless nimble and deft in their movements. A love of learning other than genealogical lore is far from general among them. Hobbits are difficult to daunt or to kill, and at need can still handle arms. Alright, so it doesn't really explain the blink, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. And I see that a few people watching and liking, and thank you guys. If you want to say hi, I'm all about the chat here. But it's up to you guys. We have a lycanthrope. That basically means you can turn, you're like a werewolf or something. There are different kinds of things you can turn into, though, as a lycanthrope. Yeah, you start as a werewolf, basically. You have some fancy other stuff, too. And by the way, if you want to see me choose one of these specific races, let me know. A vampire, they're actually hard to play vampires because they're powerful, but they can't eat regular food. All they can do is drain their victims, and it's very difficult to survive on that, in my experience. But you can also get blood potions, I believe, to store the blood. At least I recall something like that. All right, so those are the new races in Slash'em. They're not really new anymore, but wow, my phone thought I said "Hey Siri." Now I just said it again. Okay, what else did we want to see? The new roles. Roles are like character classes. Hey gamers, Grotto, how's it going? And hi Ryan too. So Flame Mage, uh, they're weaker than a wizard, but a better fighter, and they do fiery things. I guess ice is the ice side of that. And they start with a winter wolf cub as a pet, which is basically like a kind of like a dog, but they shoot like cones of cold. We got a necromancer. That's about what you'd expect. They specialize in the command of undead pets. And undead slayer, they start with like wooden stakes and stuff, I think. Yeah, they can turn undead. They have a special quest to kill Count Dracula for the stake of Van Helsing. That's the artifact. That's kind of fun. He starts with a wooden stake, a bunch of garlic, wolfsbane, holy wafers, holy water, etc. Silver bullets, potentially. And a yeoman. This one's kind of boring. They're like the yeoman warders of the Tower of London, which if you don't know what specifically that means, it's these guys. You've probably seen them before. They're kind of similar to knights. It says with more skill in riding and polearm use. Yeah, I've tried them before, and it's not really my bag. Anyway, why don't we jump into a game? Um, any suggestions about what I should play as, or I can just let the random number generator determine that. And yeah, why don't we go? Let's pick something. We had these new things. I mean, I've played a few of these before, but why don't we? I like the hobbits. I like the idea of him having the blink technique. So let's start with a hobbit. And the roles, actually, we have to choose a role first. And if I choose an incompatible role with a hobbit, it won't let me choose hobbit, unfortunately. But I can check in that wiki again. It says I can pick rangers, flame mages, ice mages, monks, priests, tourists, undead slayers, wizards, or yeomen. All right, since I'm inclined to play a new role as well, maybe I'll go with how about a hobbit undead slayer? That could be fun. All right, let's do that. But as always, feel free to suggest anything in the chat. I'm open to suggestions. And Ryan says yeoman. Oh, I was saying that's the one. I kind of played them before and I thought they were kind of boring. So I don't want to be a yeoman. But thanks for the suggestion anyway. I'm going to go with the undead slayer hobbit. And when I die in 5 minutes, we can choose another one. Okay, I can be lawful or neutral. Lawful's fine. And it's the usual text here. Hello, Emrin. Welcome to Slash'em. Let's move this a little bit. Shrink that logo. Okay, lawful male hobbit, undead slayer. So let's check our equipment. We got a blessed wooden stake, a silver spear, that's alternate weapon, 5 silver daggers, a helmet, chainmail, 5 cloves of garlic, 6 sprigs of wolf's bane, and 6 holy wafers. I don't know what those are used for, except when you say the body of Christ. I know you're familiar with that, Ryan. Holy water is absolutely useful. I think holy wafers are new to Slash 'em, so I could Google them real quick. I'm totally about the spoilers. They're new food in Slash 'em, especially for lawful heroes. Any player can eat a holy wafer to cure their sickness and lycanthropy. And lawful players also heal by 20 to 39 hit points. That's quite a lot. Chaotic players actually lose hit points because they're too unholy or something. They're the bad guys. They can't eat the body of Christ. Exactly, Ryan. If you ever find yourself at mass, you'll need those wafers. All right. So I tried enabling the fancy UI that you might have seen me do before in Nethack, but Slash 'em, at least this version doesn't support it. Let's take a look at our stats at the bottom. Strength 15, Dexterity 10, Constitution 13, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 18, Charisma 13. The only thing to write home about is Wisdom. Do I have spells off the bat? Don't know any right now. I do have the blink ability again, and as an undead slayer, do I have any intrinsic abilities? I don't think I do, but let me check it out. Trained to hunt undead. They have a basic ability to use medical kits, and they start the game with all non-magical weapons and armor pre-identified. That's actually pretty nice. Not great. An undead slayer will start with an inordinate amount of intrinsic properties, including drain resistance. So some undead creatures will try to drain your levels to go that. An undead warning, that's good. In addition, they get speed at level 7 and poison resistance at level 9. They have the technique to practice their weapons. I don't know what that means. Do I do hashtag practice or something like that? And turn undead at level 1. That's good to know. Let's try to remember that. So yeah, I can use hashtag. I know I never used to call this hashtag before the age of Twitter, but you can do pound, turn. You can frighten and possibly even destroy or pacify nearby undead creatures. I'm not sure how you practice your weapon. We can try it real quick. What about, is there a practice? Oh, doesn't look like it. So let's check that out real quick, and then we'll move. Don't want to be like Googling stuff all day. But weapon practice is a technique in slashing given to Valkyries and undead slayers at level 1. It allows you to train skills and identify the enchantment on your wielded weapon. How do you do it? 10 hits to your counter for enhancing. So basically, it's like you hit an enemy 10 times as far as upgrading your skill goes. And a random number from 1 to 15 is rolled. If it's less than your intelligence, which mine was 10, you discover the weapon's enchantment. Okay. All right, how do you do it? Doesn't say. Oh, you have to use hashtag technique. Okay. So if I do that, I can probably find it. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, okay, that's all my stuff. Blink, turn undead, and weapon practice. Wow, this is pretty powerful. And you know, they said slash him is a lot more difficult, so maybe this will help balance in I won't say in my favor, but help balance things a little bit. Okay, so let's see. We don't have much in the way of food except those holy wafers, therefore we don't want to waste time practicing. These garlic and wolfsbane, even though I have a lot of them, they also don't really fill you very much. The garlic, you know, actually, I don't know how you use garlic in this game. I guess you would use it against vampires or something, but I don't know how. I know if you are infected or whatever, afflicted with lycanthropy, you can eat a sprig of wolfsbane, and that will undo it. But what the heck does a clove of garlic do? You think I would know these things by now? That's actually in vanilla Nethack. Um, well, it's a vegan food for what that's worth, and you can use it to tame horses and feed herbivores. And all undead dislike garlic, not only vampires. Don't need to look at that. If you wield a clove of garlic and use it to attack undead, it will cause them to flee for 2d4 turns. The same should happen if you throw garlic at them, but it must hit. No undead except ghosts and shades will enter a square with a clove of garlic on it. And it gets into some detail. Okay, that's interesting. Good to remember. So we might have to, you know, we might end up wanting to wield or throw garlic. So what does Ryan say? Though you shouldn't save wafers. Eat them when the priest gives them to you. Yeah. I was told when I was in Catholic school that if you did something like drop the wafer, you just had to eat it. You can't just say I want another one. It's just not how it works. You just had to deal with it. You know, maybe the priest accidentally sneezes on it. You know how kids are. They're like, what happens if the priest has a booger coming out of his nose and it drips on the wafer? Do you still have to eat it? Yes. Okay, and also Ryan says Count Dracula must be the most used, most crossed over into other media than any other character ever. Quite possibly, yeah. That's a good point. All right, let's get going here. Let's see. Here's our dog. What's his name? Should we give him a name? Well, I actually am dog sitting for about a week. My wife's friend is going on vacation and needed someone to host her dog for a bit. And her name is Georgia. So we're gonna go with this dog is Georgia. I really hope I don't kill you, Georgia, because my wife's friend would not be happy with that. All right, here's a ordinary jackal. Let's see if I can handle that. Offhand, it's like, geez, it took me that many hits and I lost approximately half my hit points in the process against like one of the weakest monsters in the whole game. Not a promising start. I think I probably want to get a better weapon than a wooden stake, and I hate to keep looking up stuff, but it's kind of crucial to know how your weapons work. So let's check out a wooden stake. Um, all right. So basically, it's classified as a dagger, and it does 1d6 damage. It does extra damage to vampires and has a 10% chance of insta-killing if one of the following applies. You are an undead slayer. Yep. So 1d6 is, I guess it's not great, but what's the other thing I have? I have silver daggers. I have a silver spear. Is a silver spear worth using? Or is any kind of spear? Spear, spear, spear. Where's the info about a spear? There we go. Yeah, it looks like, alright. Spear does 1d6 versus small creatures and 1d8 versus large, so it can be better. I might stick with the wooden stake anyway, because daggers are very useful generally the whole game. Like, you can amass a stack of daggers and just throw them even late in the game. So it's good to work on your dagger skill, I think. But yeah, I'm not like super armed here or anything. I think in a previous version, or maybe this was just the roll of the dice, that these guys, these undead slayers, would start with like a crossbow with stakes they could shoot or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm even thinking of a different game. Who knows? Okay, I'm trying to kick this door down. And Ryan says, now your daughter will want a dog. Yeah, probably. But what my wife and I had realized is that we're having a little bit of trouble keeping up with a dog and a 3-year-old at the same time. And I am wondering why. Yeah, it looks like it's drawing the corridors as black for some reason. So how can I fix that? I might have to do a thing where I change the background color in my terminal. So let's do that just so you can see the black corridors. Yeah, so I've wound up using purple a few times before as a background color. I don't know why it's doing that, but I just want to find the quickest solution. So now we have a purple background. Okay. Hopefully it's not annoying looking. Okay, another jackal. Sure, let's eat it. Mmm, delicious. Another jackal. So has anybody watching ever played Nethack before? I know Ryan's watched me play Nethack a lot. In fact, he was cheering me on. It was December 2020 when I won this game for the first time. I've been playing this game since like 1990, and I had never beaten it until late 2020. And that was like on my gaming bucket list. Like grid bugs, jeez. If it takes more than like 2 hits to kill a grid bug, you're not exactly a powerhouse. But once I start getting some food in my stores, I can in my inventory, I can spend some time practicing my weapon and things like that. Hopefully level up a little better. Hey, Bazakatron. How's it going? Bazakatron says, Nethack's cool. I like Adom a little more. Okay, Adom's cool too. Oh, here's some orcs or goblins. I heard recently that the designer of Moria passed away. That was sad. I've always been partial to Nethack most of all, but Moria and all of its, children are good games as well, and definitely iconic. But yeah, I don't know the guy's name, but he passed away like a few weeks ago. A rabbit. That's funny. Slash him has a rabbit. You would think that, well, maybe they were thinking of Monty Python, but it's not that deadly. It's a pretty tame rabbit, and they give it the character R, just like the sewer rats, because I guess R is rodent. If you would specify by cursor, you can see if an R is for rodent or rat. Yes, it's a rodent. So they decided to make a rabbit a rodent. I don't think they are rodents, right? Weren't they like class? I feel like a long time ago, I could be totally misremembering, but I feel like sometime when I was a kid, I heard that they were no longer classified as rodents, but instead as something else. Georgia picks up a dog. I don't need that crap. Let's go downstairs. What's this? Fox. Come here, Georgia. Georgia kills a newt. Oh, newt? All right. This is the conundrum I always face. Do I actually want to drink from the fountain, or just if I want to be careful, fountains can be very dangerous. But on the other hand, it's early in the game, so I'm usually all for just rolling the dice, see what happens. If I was playing such that I wanted to like die as minimally as possible, then maybe I wouldn't do that. All right, water, and even that event right there, the water gushes out. You can see that these spaces are now water. That can like kill your dog if it just happens to drown them. It goes on top of them and they drown. Water nymph, oh, this is always fun. Okay. All right, let's do get out with the water nymph. Is gonna steal my stuff. I might just move on. Now, red mold corpse. I think they can give you like heat resistance or something like that. Grid bugs. Once again, I'm unimpressed with my melee abilities. I wonder what's with the blink technique. Can I just there must be some downside to it, or do all the techniques like cost hunger or something like that? Let's take a quick look in the wiki again. So they just have a cooldown, it looks like. After usage, you usually have to wait some time before the technique is ready to use again. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna make me hungry. Let's try it. Blink, ready? You feel the flow of time slow down. My dog is keeping up. The other, yeah, actually he's not quite keeping up. And you sense the flow of time returning to normal. So obviously, it doesn't last very long at this low level. And if you look here, it doesn't tell you how many turns are left before it's ready again. It just says not ready. So it's a mystery. Killing some newts, coyotes. Yay, I'm level 2. Now I have more hit points. You can see down here, I got a whole whopping 26. Searching for secret doors, killing a fox, killing red fox. My title as a low-level undead slayer is assistant, which raises the question, who am I assisting then? It seems like I'm out on my own, really. Guess I'm kicking the door again. Kick, kick, kick. Alright, pretty uneventful level, except we found a fountain. We have 2 actual staircases, so probably one of them takes us to the ocean, the Gnomish Mines. I don't know if Slash'em has an alternate place. Okay, so we're in the vanilla part of the dungeon here, I think. Well, actually, let's explore a little bit to be sure. Could be a special level. No, it looks vanilla. Well, let's see what this is. It might be a chest. Yeah, a large box. Trying to think, do I want to stick my wooden stake in there and try to force it open? It can break, and that would be probably bad. Maybe I'll wield one of my silver daggers. Now I could wield one of these garbage dagger like the orcish short sword or the orcish dagger, but I don't know if they're cursed, so they might get stuck in my hand essentially. Or force the lock. You force your daggers into a crack and pry, you succeed, let's loot it. 2 black gems and that's it, okay. Let's check out the other path that I think is probably going to take me to the gnomish mines. I'm a little rusty in the details of this game, but I think that the gnomish mines they tend to be pretty good for neutral lawful people, right? Because the gnomes and dwarfs don't intrinsically hate me. Let me just verify though. But the thing is, Georgia and the gnomes are fighting. She killed one. Cool. That looks like they don't like me. Maybe they're neutral and I forget. I think maybe it's the dwarves who tend to be lawful, but the gnomes are neutral. I can't remember. Let's go back up. We're probably too weak. Gnomish mines can be very deadly to a low-level guy. Did I actually bring my dog up? I think I did. Yeah. He killed something. Or she did. I keep seeing that I hear noise in the distance. That means she's killing things. So she killed she killed the freaking water nymph. Thank you so much, Georgia. You're a good doggo. So you can tell it's a water nymph because the whistle that was stolen from me by the water nymph is here in a pile with a looking glass, which is something that the nymphs always have on them. And they always have a potion that is object detection. So I will pick up all this crap and I can identify this, but I'm just going to name it. I'm not going to properly identify it. I'm going to call all luminescent potions object detection. And that's just something I know because I played this game too much. I really should know all the details of the game by now, but it's like I'm referring to the wiki all the time. But I am hungry. I could always eat the body of Christ if I need to. Uh, but better to find something else. So let's get looking for corpses or something else. Perhaps a store. I'll eat this rat. Nope, didn't leave a corpse. I could, let's read the headstone. Let's see. Look out below, it says. I could use blink to give myself a few turns, but as you can see, even though it's probably been at least 100 turns, it is still not ready. So yeah, it seems you cannot use that too often. It might have been more than 100. Ryan says I've been watching you play this for a long time and I still have no idea what's going on. Alright. I could always slow down and explain things, or you could always ask questions. Okay, we found a chest, we're gonna loot it. A slime mold, a bubbly potion, a potion called object detection, and a silver wand. Okay. Let's drink a random potion. Ready? Bubbly potion. Cheers. You feel mentally acute. You're beginning to feel weak. The weakness is just due to hunger. What does more mentally acute mean? My intelligence did not go up, nor did my wisdom. I want to check that out. Oh. I think that means I have ESP, yeah. So now I can see monsters even when I'm blindfolded. Or blinded, I should say. Alright, we're kind of desperate for food. Maybe I'll just eat one of these, the garlic sounds so useful, but I don't know. I gotta eat something. I guess I could eat a holy wafer. Oh, I have a slime mold. Okay, let's eat the slime mold. Alright, so I am no longer hungry. I'm probably on the very low end of being satisfied, though, so I would expect I'm gonna get hungry again soon. Georgia disappears out of sight because there is what? A trapdoor right here? It looks like it, a trapdoor. Alright, so she's below me. Squeaky board. Giant bat. Shit! Well, I got a little too cocky and was hitting too fast and now I'm dead. Alright. What should I try next, guys? Any particular character? Or should I just let the random number gods choose for me? It looks like this version of Slash 'em is from 2017. You can see the first version was from 97. And Ryan says a human. Okay, it could be a basic human. But what kind of character class? We could go with one of the new ones or not. Hmm. I'll tell you which ones I don't like play. I'm not really big on caveman. Not too big on healer. Not too big on rogue and ice mage. Do they have ninja? No, this version doesn't have ninjas, but I know there's some forks of Nethack that do have ninjas actually. Just can't remember which ones. Probably rogue is the closest thing because they can like backstab and they throw a lot of daggers and stuff. Okay, let's go with ice mage. And we're gonna be a human ice mage. I'll be female this time because why not? Let's go chaotic. Or a chaotic female human ice mage. So as an ice mage, we have this pet winter wolf cub. And we start on top of a large box. What do we have anyway? A quarterstaff, studded leather armor, 3 food rations, a scroll of genocide. Ice to meet you. A blessed spellbook of freeze sphere, point of cold, and confused monster. Potion of gain energy. So that's good if I'm spending a lot of my power here on spell casting. I can quaff this to replenish that. A ring of teleportation and a blessed wand of cold. Yeah, that's a great idea, Bazakatron. You could just, make smoothies or Slurpees on the fly whenever you need them. It's a great idea, actually. I would never run out of food, pretty much. Okay, that's right, a large box. What do I want to do to open this? Can bash it with my quarterstaff, but that sometimes breaks things inside the box. So I could pretty much do that. Try kicking it open, or just wait until I have a better means of opening. Let's just wait. I might, you can find keys and lockpicks around pretty easily. If I get a dagger, that would help too. Just pry it. Another chest. Hold on, hold on. Also locked. Okay. Footsteps of the guard on patrol. That means there's one of these little 2x2 rooms with money in it. Kick the door open. Wham. Let's check the spells, by the way. I have, these 3 spells that match the 3 books that we saw a moment ago. But, one of them I can't actually cast because it's a level 5 spell, so I have a 100% chance of failing with that one. And I'm gonna load up a little app quick that I have that I like to use sometimes to draw on the screen, so I can just do something like this if I want to point out a specific thing on the screen, something worth noting. Not a rabbit. What are my stats like, by the way? I have really poor wisdom and really good intelligence, good dexterity and constitution as well. Where's the winter wolf cub, by the way? I gotta name him Georgia, or I guess it's a she if it's Georgia. Hey Georgia, where'd you go? Alright, we're gonna get crazy with the fountain and die probably. Hey, what's this? It didn't let me drink it. Oh, fountain dries up. Oh, I got refreshed at least. Doesn't actually do anything, by the way, when you get refreshed. Eat some jackal. Scroll labeled Andova Begarin. An icy potion. Hey, I think an ice mage would like that. The last Georgia didn't die, actually. She just fell in a trap door, and then I died. Alright, since I'm an ice mage, I just have to drink the icy potion. So here we go. Bottoms up. This tastes rotten. I'm pretty sure that means a cursed potion of fruit juice. Take a look. And that doesn't mean anything too bad. It just means, think it, it can be, 2 different things. If you look over here, It can actually be a potion of see invisible or a potion of fruit juice. So I don't know which one it is. So we have to, it prompts us to give it a name. We don't know. It's either see invisible or fruit juice. Quite a difference in between those two, you know. One gives you a magical power and one of it's juice. Yeah, it's true, Ryan. You know, Georgia could be really happy in the whatever level that was, level 3 of the dungeon. We do have a random scroll. Of course, it's dangerous to read and quaff random things, but I like to live on the edge when I'm a newbie in the game, like when I'm low level. Stu says he prefers juice. He doesn't like to see invisible things. Welcome, Stu, by the way. How's it going? And what are you streaming tonight, Stu, if anything? Hopefully Dora again. I don't know about your beef with Diego though. I think you should play Diego too. Should we try one of my fancy spells just to see how it works? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid that Freeze Sphere would have like a radius, because that seems to make sense, and it might kill my dog or even myself if I'm too close to it. I probably have cold resistance, but I don't want to kill my. Oh, the dog probably has it too, honestly. Hmm. So Stu says he doesn't know what he's streaming yet. Either Klingon Honor Guard again, if I can get it working better, or a compilation CD. A compilation CD like Kids Bop. All right, let's try Freeze here anyway. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I summoned this guy. It's my buddy now. This little E thing. It's a tame freezing sphere. The attack by those who want to die. This is the attack against which you cannot prepare a perfect defense. From the Dosadi experiment by Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert being the author of Doom, of course. The freezing sphere explodes. The jackal is covered in frost. The jackal is killed. Yes, that's what they do. They just a lot of those E's. What they do is they just wander around and they explode when touched, or they actually touch the enemy sometimes. Compilation CD like 1 billion great games for Windows, not including Nethack. Okay. Someone was showing a CD like that. I think it was on the MS-DOS group, which you are actually on, Stu. And a comment that I left was that I remember seeing a lot of those at computer shows in the 90s. And let's go down the stairs. My friend bought a CD like that. It was all about Doom levels and mods for Doom, and we were really into Doom at the time, so that was really cool. But the CD actually had a virus on it. So his virus scanner detected it. So it was actually something he spent money on, and it had a virus on it, so he just put it in the garbage. You know, a lot of these things are like by fly-by-night companies and stuff, but it was like free stuff, you know, shareware games, just put all on a disc and they would put a cheap graphic on it on the cover and sell it. But yeah, the Doom levels too. I think you could not like, you know, prevent anyone from copying your homemade Doom level or something. DOS boxes where viruses go to die. That's what Stu said. And also he said I hope in parentheses. DOS box. DOS box is pretty cool. I've only used it a little bit. Wow. I just hit you know, sometimes I'm lazy and I hit the run button. Look, you feel strong, you must have been exercising. You feel tough, you must have been leading a healthy lifestyle. Yeah, healthy lifestyle in the dungeon, eating, you know, jackals and things. Another scroll of genocide. Holy moly. Those are very powerful scrolls, and I have two of them. I don't know if this is cursed or not. What that does is, an uncursed one, you name a specific monster, like say, you're getting, you know, you're having a hard time with rust monsters because they weaken all your metal objects. You can just genocide rust monsters. With a blessed scroll of genocide, you pick a character. Like, you know how the R's are the rodents? The R's represent rodents, so you could genocide with a blessed scroll of genocide the letter R, and that would kill all the rats, the rabbits, etc., etc. Every kind of rat. And that would kill all the rats. And then with a blessed scroll of genocide, you pick a character. Like, you know how the R's are the rodents? The R's represent rodents, so you could genocide with a blessed scroll of genocide the letter R, and that would kill all the rats, the rabbits, etc., etc. Every kind of rat. You shouldn't do that to rats, by the way, but you could. If you're not careful, you can genocide yourself. Um, lowercase h represents humanoids, so dwarves are considered a humanoid. And if you were a dwarf and you decided to genocide H, then you would die. Because the game is evil like that. I forget what cursed genocide does. Yeah, I think it summons a larger mob of them. So say you're afraid of mind flayers because they're dangerous, and you read a scroll of genocide not knowing it's cursed. You type in mind flayer, suddenly a pile of mind flayers appears. Lucky you. So it's good to know the cursed status of these things. I killed a bat. Woohoo! I wonder how I should progress with my weapon skills. I think quarterstaff isn't that great. That's what I have, but typically, if you're like a wizardy type, daggers are a lot better to go for because there's magical artifact daggers. There's like for example, sting and some better stuff too. Um, and usually it's always good, pretty much at any phase in this game, to have a pile of daggers to throw at people. So I'm probably gonna try to find a dagger and level up with that. Who makes these cursed scrolls of genocide? Said Stu. Yeah. Well, the game doesn't really. If you think about things like who is making these things, this game doesn't really make any sense. I guess the game doesn't make sense at all, really. Uh, Let me resize my window a little bit. I realize I have a scrolling thing going on. I don't want to have. I think I might have fixed it. I wish I could see that guy's face when he cast it. Haha. That's what Stu's saying. Yeah, it's like some evil wizard is just a prankster or something. Shrieker Corpse. I think you can get intrinsics from them, or maybe they're poisonous. I don't remember which. So once again, we resort to the wiki and a Shrieker Corpse. Let me show you. It's more fun if I show you. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, you can get poison resistance. You have a 20% chance of poison resistance by eating a Shrieker. Alright, so eat it we will. Nothing happened. That's what she... What, eating the Shrieker? Okay, let's go downstairs, doggo. Wherever the hell you are, doggo. I killed a newt. I'm just looking at my inventory again. It's annoying when your dog is totally elsewhere. You're getting hungry, as you can see. There's my dog, or my winter wolf cub, actually. And I want to go down the stairs. Let's eat this gecko. I'm blind from the rotten gecko. It was walking around alive. It was rotten. I killed it. I ate it. It's another lizardy kind of thing. Another gecko. Okay, we need some food. I guess I could just eat a food ration. Let's do that. I have a few of them. That food really hit the spot. Eat part of the dog. I don't think the dog would like that. And my wife's friend wouldn't like it either. You missed that part probably, Stu. That I'm house or dog sitting a dog that is owned by my wife's friend, and her name is Georgia. So that's why I named my in-game dog Georgia. Thonged Club. I don't want a thong. I'm level 3 though. I still can't cast Cone of Cold. Part doesn't need like its tail. I mean, I guess I could if I was desperate. Game won't let me do that. This game lets you do all kinds of crazy things, but it won't do that. Oh, this level's weird. It's gotta be something up there. It's like this big empty space. Huh. I don't want to waste so many turns searching, though. Stu says the wiki says that the Thonged Club is good on spring breakers. Oh, maybe I'll just go down. Oh, I don't even have the stairs identified. What about this way? Ah, I think we're onto something. Magic marker, that's a good item. With a magic marker, you can, if you have blank scrolls, you can write any scroll that you've identified. So actually, I'm hearing sounds of battle. So where the hell is that happening? You okay, doggo? Where are you? There you are. Don't kill things in my absence. I want the experience points. All right. You know I can't resist fountain. Yes, hobgoblin's giving me grief. Let's use some magic. How about confused monster? Your hands begin to glow red. Oh, I killed it too fast. Okay. The way confused monster works is your hands glow red, and then when you hit them with your hands, they are confused, essentially. Crude dagger, that's an orcish dagger. I kind of want to train up in dagger, but the orcish daggers suck, and they're sometimes cursed. What's a condenser? What do you mean? What? You don't find this many scrolls of genocide normally. This is like really lucky. Um, I definitely have to get the cursed status figured out. You know, cursed, uncursed, blessed. Usually it's like, you find one for the whole game if you last a while. Or if you get, if you get to the end game, you probably find like three by then. But starting with one and then just stumbling across two within the first few levels is pretty rare. Um, yeah, there's different ways you can play this too. You could save them for a rainy day if something's about to kill you, even if they're not normally that dangerous. But say a hobgoblin's got me on the ropes, I have one hit point left. I can just genocide hobgoblins. Um, Again, though, the ones that I don't know whether they're cursed or not, I probably want to hold on to. And by the way, the other way you can play is just genocide the really nasty monsters, even if you only find them later, like Mind Flayer, possibly Rust Monster, Disenchanter, Lich, Archlich, etc. The Liches can give you a terrible time. When I won the game last time, I probably had to add like 10 hours to my game just to like come back from all the destroy armor spells that Liches casted on me. Like I would build up this really powerful armor, and then they go destroy armor. Like, it turns to dust. Like, are you kidding me? So I would have to go around and find a replacement and get it enchanted, etc. So Liches can go to hell. And Stu says maybe you are cursed, and those are really scrolls of poison myself. Maybe. I'm searching. I'm searching. I'm not finding though. A kitten is attacking me. Meow. Uh, So I could get a tame kitten by throwing one of my food rations at it. It'll eat it. The lichen corpses, however you say that, I always have this thing. Sometimes I say lichen, sometimes I say lichen, and somebody always corrects me and says it's the other one. Let's go with lichen though. That's a vegetable, so it would actually calm her down, calm him or her down, the kitten down, but it wouldn't be tame. It wouldn't become my kitten, but it would at least stop it from biting me. I'll just do that. Here, have a vegetable kitten. Genocide that's totally valid if I'm in danger. I've just destroyed all the kittens on Earth. That makes me like the world's worst person. Hey, look, I'm chaotic here, so that would be like my evil plan. That's the only reason why I entered this dungeon to kill all the kittens. Uh-oh. Chickatrices already? Not full-fledged cockatrice, are they? Alright, so it's a cockatrice. Full-fledged cockatrice on level 4, and two of them? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, so they are probably one of the most infamous monsters in this game. They turn you to stone with their touch. Uh, Also their corpses, you can wield them, and if you touch one without gloves on, you pick it up, you turn to stone. But if you have gloves, you can smack enemies with it, and they turn to stone. But it's very dangerous because anything that happens, like something causes you to fall down the stairs while you're wielding a cockatrice corpse, it'll smack into you and you just die, you turn to stone. They're just very dangerous creatures. They're powerful with those, if you use the corpses right and don't screw up, that's a powerful weapon, but I don't they're dangerous, and I'm surprised they're this early on It must be a slash 'em thing. Slash 'em being the mod I'm playing. I could just blast him with a wand of cold and hope for the best. I could run for the hills. I could genocide. I mean, yeah, that's what Stu says too. I'll only think about that in a moment because it is useful to have their corpses. It's almost game breaking as long as you're careful. But I am low level for these guys, so maybe I just want to wipe them out. I'm tempted to see. Why don't I blast him with a wand of cold once? And if that like one shots the one I'm shooting at, that means I think I'm good with just zapping him with that. But if that doesn't kill it in like one hit, I can go with the genocide. So let's try that. Zap a wand of cold. Ryan says genocide as well. I'm gonna try the wand of cold. See, look, it killed it in one hit. So not. Wait, with a chicken? Are these freaking chickens? Hold on. Okay, I had it backwards. So these are just chicken guys. So when I saw this, I thought it was telling me that the C character is generalized as chicken and that the specific monster was a cockatrice. But it was the opposite. General definition of a C character is a cockatrice, but this is specifically a chicken. That's all it is. I forgot that Slash 'em added chickens. So that's not in vanilla Nethack, but this version of Nethack has chickens. So I essentially wasted one of my 12 charges of a powerful wand killing a chicken. I got some frozen chicken now for dinner. You hit the chicken, so I confused it with the confused spell, but your hand stopped glowing red. Eat the chicken. It's confused chicken. It's running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I pick up the other chicken corpse. The chicken actually biting me and doing some decent damage. Wow, this might actually kill me. No, it's probably not gonna, but, jeez. Let the wolf help me. Come on. Good. Georgia bites the chicken. Chicken is killed. Yeah, now it has to defrost. You're right. I'm gonna eat it, though, because it doesn't work like that in this game. It kind of works like that a little bit in, Pixel Dungeon. You can make, like, frozen cold cuts out of meat or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna go with the dangerous fountain, because that's how I roll. I just hit a sleep trap. Cool. This makes you feel great. You feel tough. A wisp of vapor escapes the fountain. If you feel tough means I gained a constitution point down here. The water is foul. You gag and vomit. Water nymph. Kill it. Maybe I'll, it actually fell asleep. It appeared on the trap. Let's cast a freeze sphere. Kill it. This freezing sphere explodes. The water nymph is covered in frost. The water nymph is killed. Yeah! So, for anyone who might not know, these freaking nymphs, what they do is they steal your stuff and they teleport around. It's really obnoxious. And they like convince you to hand over your things too. They kind of freeze you with their charms, and then you're like taking off your armor and giving it to them and stuff like that. Okay, so I was in the sleep trap again, but I figured it was worth it to get the item here. Um, but yeah, so that would be the object detection, like we found last time. This dark green potion would be it. So we're gonna name it object detection. All right. Let's keep drinking from. Let's heal up a little bit. You can see my hit points are 24 of 29. I'm just gonna rest a little bit. It doesn't take long to heal hit points in this game. All right, let's drink again. And Ryan asks, "What do the monsters do all day before the hero gets there?" Nobody knows. This is the thing that people have been talking about even since like the early D&D games. And in general, RPG adventures are written a little better these days, but it used to always be like now they call them like funhouse style dungeon. It would be like you walk into a room and there's an orc sitting on a chest. It's like what is he doing there the whole time? Then you take a right and there's like a giant pool with a sea monster. And you go north and there's a bunch of goblins gambling or something. It's like, it makes no sense. The classic dungeon, just like makes no sense. All right, the fountain dries up, so no more fountain. Hello, brown fungus thing. Oh, it's yellow. I don't know my color. It's stunning, stunning, very stunning mold. Yellow corpse. I feel like you don't want to eat the yellow mold corpse. Makes you hallucinate or something. Oh, the yellow mold corpse revives. Startled, Georgia drops a yellow mold corpse. So Georgia was carrying around this yellow mold corpse, excuse me, in its mouth, in her mouth, and it kind of regenerated. I love the little detail in this game like that. So I'm hungry. I'm searching because I know there's got to be a secret door here, and yet my hunger is ticking away. Let's eat a food ration. Come on, where is this secret door? Sometimes this happens. Like, there's something there, you just can't find it. And it could be since I'm playing, a mod, they might have tweaked things like this a little bit. Like, my gut says there has to be something here, but maybe they deliberately made it so it's like a little trick. But I don't know. I still feel like there's something there. What if I go this way? Uh, oh, a little dog is attacking me. Genocide the dogs. I'm faced with the same kind of decision again. I could throw it at one of these lichen corpses. So now it's not mad at me. It's not aggro, as they say. Okay, I found another corridor here. Noise in the distance. I hope my wolf isn't fighting the dog. Oh, another dog. Okay. Oh shit, almost dead. That's what I get for hitting the up arrow key too much. It's probably the worst thing you can do in this game is just keep banging on the key too much. But I do that all the time, unfortunately. Uh, let's just throw it a food ration. It'll be a tame doggy now. It's my dog now. Of course, I only have one food ration left, but it is my doggy. My doggy! In all caps. Pair of mud boots. That could actually be a magical thing. My doggy picks up 2 gems. And another potion, fountain. Now eat it. Eat the dog. He's my friend. I'm not going to eat it. Yeah, I found what I knew had to be a thing here. What is this? A fog cloud. I don't think they hurt you. Now, isn't this a cool little detail in this game? So many of the monsters, not all of them, but many of them have a little quote from any random thing. It could be, Tolkien, or it could be, we had a recent one from Frank Herbert, the author of Dune. This is from a poem called Fog by Carl Sandburg. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over the harbor, over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. That's the whole poem. I remember reading that in high school. I was like, that's it? And the teacher talking about it, I'm like, I didn't know you could talk about like, a 6-line poem that much. Maybe there is more to it. I don't know. It was short nonetheless, but it could be that just an excerpt. But if it's that short, they might as well just show the whole thing, right? So we're attacking a fog cloud, and I killed it and leveled up. Yeah, I killed a fog cloud. I don't know how you do that. A cave spider was hidden under the tripe ration. Okay, so tripe rations are dog food essentially and cat food. If you need to induce vomiting, you can eat it because you don't like dog food. But if you're sick, you can do it. If you have like I don't remember the specifics. I would look it up if I got into it. But I think if you have the status sickness, you can force yourself to throw up by eating a tripe ration. But ordinarily, that just kind of makes you hungrier faster if you throw up. So you don't want to do that. I would say this for taming a dog or cat. Like in that situation I was just in, when I was going to get killed by I was about to get killed by the little dog. I should have, if I had had a tripe ration, I should have thrown it one. But I use a regular food ration. All right, let's go drink from the fountains, which again, I should know better, but I like to do it. What's going on here? Okay. Something I can't move. I've had this issue before, and I think what tends to solve it is I unplug my number pad and plug it back in. I have like a USB. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. It's really tight with the cable. A little number pad thing. And yeah, now I can move again. Go figure. All right, we're gonna risk it. Someone's stalking you, but it disappeared. I think that aggravates monsters or something like that. A water nymph and the fountain dries up. Once again, a water nymph. What's the Q? Oh, hitting the wrong button. It's a lamb, okay. So Q stands for quadruped, and a lamb is not exactly a dangerous one, but they are new to slash them. So it's a peaceful lamb that my dogs are gonna rip to shreds, unfortunately. What happened with the water nymph? It stole a potion of object detection. So we got a hunter down. Yeah, they killed the lamb, and my doggy eats a lamb corpse. Save some lamb chops for me, bro. Um, yeah, so the nymph stole a thing and now she teleported away somewhere else in the level. So I can hunt her down or just leave her be. I kind of always like to hunt them down on principle, even though I don't care too much about the specific thing she stole. But now she stole a potion of gain energy, that jerk. Okay, now this means war. Heard noises in the distance. Maybe one of my dogs found her. Oh, they're attacking the little dog who I made friendly by throwing a lichen corpse at it. So they're gonna kill that little dog, it looks like. I'll let him. I'll leave him alone. What the? Dude, I tell you, nothing makes sense in this game. It doesn't have to. Steve says, "What WTF is a lamb doing in the dungeon?" I don't know. What are these dogs doing in the dungeon and a kitten? So yeah, like freaking water nymph stole my dagger that I don't even like, but I'm gonna kill her anyway. I will track her down. I'm gonna make a freeze sphere. It'll hang around me and blow up next time she tries to steal from me. Hear an explosion in the distance. Cool, something blew up. There we go. And the reason why I gasped is because it's Lembas wafer, which you may know from Lord of the Rings. It is a white percent sign, right? Percent sign means food. Corpses also look like food. So I thought this was a corpse of my dog because it's white. That's how it would look. But then when I stepped on it, I realized it was a Lembas wafer. That's kind of funny. Susan, dogs and cats can at least climb stairs. Okay, that's a good point. Can lambs not climb stairs? I guess they're too little, huh? Alright, so I got my potion back and stuff. Yeah, maybe I should genocide a nymph next time. I'm tempted to try these boots on, but I want to at least figure out if they're cursed or not, probably. So I'm trying to go downstairs, but I need both my doggies with me, which is a pain when you have too many pets. You have to like lure them all over here. Like, come on, doggies. Freaking annoying. Maybe I'll just move on. I don't want to. Cockatoo. They just want to mess with you and make you think you're reading cockatrice, but it's cockatoo. I want to get a solid dagger, like not this crude thing that's probably cursed, but any kind of good dagger. I'm gonna get killed here by a cockatoo, seriously. Holy crap. I might have to genocide cockatoos, and not even joking, I might have to do that. But I'm gonna try the cone of cold again. Freaking genocide cockatoo, that would be embarrassing. But I guess dying by one would be even more embarrassing. Alright, zap it. You killed a cockatoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Okay, let me hide in a corner and cower while my hit points go up slowly. Now I'm hungry. Can't win in this game. Alright, let's eat a food ration. Let's just go down the stairs with my one pet. It's like I'll peek into this one room here, and if no, that's the thing. Look at the way the corridors are laid out. I have to go this way, and then to go to the room. I can't get into this room so easily. I'm leaving my doggy behind. It's terrible, but I'm gonna wander around forever, get hungrier, blah blah blah. I can always come back. Let's take a note. How do you take a note? I don't remember. Annotate. Uh, could be it's not in this version. You can like basically take notes on each level. But maybe this version doesn't have that. Let's just go down. Alright, I think we're in some... Are we in the gnomish mines? Possibly. George is fighting gnomes. Platinum wand. Yeah, we're in the mine. Let's do. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm almost dead way too often. Let's use another wand of cold. You kill the gnome lord. Welcome to level 5. You learned how to perform draw energy. That's cool. And I found an egg. Yeah, really should rest a while. This is too dangerous to be wandering around with low hit points. Let's go back upstairs, doggy. So I will wander around even though my hunger will suffer a bit. My stomach contents. Okay, there's that kitty. Hold on, what is this? It's a golem of some sort. A paper golem. And then we have this whole quote from the golem by Gustav Meyrink. And here we have a Zan. Oh, again, that's the general category, and this is specifically what it is, a spark bug. I guess that's a grid bug on steroids. They're specific or new to slash them. Two of them, at least two. Oh, geez, what's going on here? Kill the dwarf. That was good as a one-shot hit. One-shot kill, and they have a lot of stuff usually, including a nice collection of rocks. I don't want those. They're heavy. But, broad pick I probably can't get skill at. Okay, paper golems are actually cool because when you kill them, you get a pile of scrolls, and I have a magic marker, meaning I can write scrolls that I've identified. And hey, look what I've identified. Genocide. I can just start writing on scrolls of genocide on top of the 3 that I have. I think if I had, say, 5 or 6 genocides in this one game, that would be more than I've ever had in any game of Nethack before. Although I'm not sure, you know. I've been playing the game for so long. It's hard to say. But I gotta keep an eye on my hit points as I fight this paper golem. Paper golems are not usually tough, but any golem in general can be a little difficult. But this Zan thing or whatever is harassing me, the spark bug, getting zapped by it. Can I level up, by the way, my weapon skill? Nope, it looks like no. But yeah, again, I would rather go down the path of increasing my skill in dagger than staff. Another kitten that's bothering me. I should just smack this one to death. Or I could throw it a tripe ration and it's mine. Might as well, I guess. Really, the only purpose is, well, to make yourself throw up if you're sick, or to tame kittens and dogs with. So, I'll just throw it one. Okay, now I have a kitten. Help me fight the paper. She killed it. Or he killed it. It's weird. I'm like one of the people who assumes cats are female. Alright, so 2 unlabeled scrolls. Not a lot, but that's something. So I can write 2 scrolls of genocide if I want. I'm gonna try to save him though. Hopefully, I'm able to do so successfully. I say that because all you need is like 1 fire hit. Like anything that attacks with fire, and your scrolls can just go up in flames. And if I lose 3 genocides and 2 blank scrolls, that would make me cry for a moment. So I'm actually just sitting around searching because I am blind. And because I am blind, every creature I see shows up as the letter I, which means invisible entity essentially. And most likely it's my pets. But if I move into it, I will try to attack it and I would kill it if it is a pet. And something, you feel something fly from your pack, gleep. So I had an egg on my person, but it just apparently hatched. And I don't know what says gleep, so I'm a little scared, but hopefully it's just like a baby lizard or something. And nothing's attacking me yet. I want this blindness to wear off. This is from the yellow light that exploded in my face. Thanks for joining, by the way, whoever that is who just joined. So yeah, I'm just kind of passing time by hitting the search button. It kind of sucks being blind. Trying to think if I can do anything useful. I could try on my shoes. Dangerous. feel an unseen monster. Come on, blindness. Doesn't usually last this long. Oh, I can see again. There's a freaking dragon right here. What the hell is going on with that? A tame baby blue. Oh, the egg was a dragon egg, and he thinks I'm his mommy or something. So, yeah, tame means it's your it's on your side. It follows you around, fights for you. Friendly means it's not going to attack you, but it's not it's not yours. So I actually have a pet dragon, and we have this huge text about dragon from this author who I think passed away a couple years ago. The Dragon Riders of Pern author, right? Is that who she was? Maybe it's somebody else. Yeah, it's someone else. Sorry, I don't know all my fantasy authors too well. You think I would as a big geek, but anyway, I have a pet dragon following me. This is cool. It's only a baby right now, but oh, I got George is confused with hunger. Okay, we gotta get Georgia some food. I'm not gonna give up my Lembas wafer, so Georgia might starve. Don't tell my wife's friend. Um, yeah, I let's go downstairs and see what we can find. We might find some enemies to kill and eat right away, but I want my dragon to come down too. So where are you? Georgia's attacking the kitten now. That's not good. She's too hungry. Uh, I mean, I guess I don't care about the kitten that much. I care about the dragon more. Oh no, the dragon and Georgia are fighting though. That's not good. Let's go down the stairs, guys. Come on, stop killing each other for a minute. All three of you next to me. Yeah, let's go with just a D next to me. Then we'll go downstairs. Come on, one more. Oh no, Georgia's attacking me now. Shoot. Alright. I could kill her. Maybe the legging corpse will tide her over. I don't think they'll eat it though. Let's try it. Okay, she picked it up and stopped attacking me. Now the dragon unfortunately killed Georgia. I'm having a moment. Well, my dog in the game is actually a wolf cub, so it's not the same thing. And I'm trying to think. This is the most horrible thing you'll hear me say tonight. I'm trying to think how the rules about eating your dead pet work in this game. I know the game has like hard coded into it a thing where basically your god isn't happy with you. You lose alignment if you eat a kitten or a dog. But I don't think there's anything wrong with eating a former pet who is not technically a kitten or a dog. I'm gonna be good and not eat her anyway. All right, let's go downstairs, dragon and kitten. So, I don't know. Should we go back to the Gnomish Mines? That was the other downstairs path. You feel strong. You must have been exercising. You feel wise. You must have been very observant. You feel agile. You must have been working on your reflexes. All right. So I gained strength, dexterity, and was it wisdom? What was the message? Observant is wisdom. Yeah. So I went from a horrible 7 wisdom to a still horrible 8. Ah, another freaking blinded. All right, something's attacking. Let's kill it. You miss it, it claws you. Your studded leather armor blocks the attack. You miss it, it just misses. It blocks the attack. Hit it, it claws you. It claws you. I'm getting clawed a lot. I think it's time to zap. Let's summon a free sphere. You hear an explosion. It's still clawing me. Whatever this thing is, it survived that blast. I don't know if it's something that's cold resistant or just has a lot of hit points. And I can't really effectively use the scroll of genocide because I don't know what it is. It's just invisible. But I could zap it with a wand of cold, and hopefully it's not cold resistant. Let's try that. Bolt of cold hits it. It's still killing me, whatever this thing is. Okay, what else do I got? Confused monster. That's something I could hopefully take advantage of. Your hands tingle, it claws you, it claws you. And this is another cool detail of this game. So normally when you cast Confused Monster, it'll say your hands glow red, as we saw earlier. But because I'm blind, it changed that message. So I can't see that my hands are turning red because I'm blind. So it just says your hands tingle. It's one of a zillion crazy details in this game that I love. Your hands stop tingling. All right, so hopefully I confused it. I'm gonna try to back out while it's confused. And I hear noises, so one of my pets is fighting an enemy or, or fighting whatever. But unfortunately, it's blocking me too. And now something is to the left of me. It's probably the monster I confused. Just passing, searching actually. I pretty much always pass my turn by hitting the search key. Because, I don't know, it's basically like you could find a thing, or you can pass and definitely not find things. I would just always hit search essentially. There are occasions when you wouldn't want to find something, like a secret door. Because as soon as you find the secret door, an enemy could walk through it. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. I just have these two invisible guys next to me. They might not even be there anymore. It'll still show the eye if they move away. Yeah, so I can see again. There's my dragon. Is it still a baby, by the way? Probably. But they can grow up. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a tame baby blue dragon. Okay. All right, let's keep walking, I guess. Is that the thing that was bothering me? What is it? It's a golem. That would be cold resistant. Then that would explain why the cold didn't kill it. It's a plastic golem. That's something that was added to slash him, I think. And if I recall correctly, when you this is ridiculously silly, but when you kill a plastic golem, I think you get a credit card, or at least, or maybe even a pile of credit cards. More confident in your weapon skills. Now it becomes, do I want to upgrade my quarterstaff skill or not? See, I can go to from basic to the next level, but again, I kind of want to try to go down the dagger path if I can. And you have a limited number of skill upgrades you're allowed for the entire game, so that's why I am a little hesitant about quarterstaff. Also, spells, being a wizardly type, it's probably better that I use some of those skill slots on spells. But I always forget the details of how that works. I'm actually thinking though, because I don't know how long until I can actually find a usable dagger, maybe I'll just upgrade my quarterstaff skill by 1 and then leave it at that. So I can at least fight somewhat competently while I have one. So let's do that. You're now most skilled in quarterstaff, and you know how to you learn how to perform disarm. So now I have skilled in quarterstaff, and I can disarm apparently. How do I do that? It's a technique, perhaps. Yeah, look at this. I can I actually have to remember these techniques to actually have them. But disarm is a new one. Draw energy. I'm not sure how that works. I assume I would drain somebody's energy and it would upgrade my, improve my power here. Reinforced memory. That's for spells that you start to forget over time. In any case, let's keep battling with the plastic golem. Come on, help me out, dragon and stuff. Dragon and cat. Yeah, I destroyed it and I got 3 credit cards. All right. What a ridiculous game, huh? But Stu's like, how come a lamb is in this dungeon? How come there's an animated man made of plastic who, when killed, turns into 3 credit cards? All right, there's a pudding here. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the gray ooze. They will corrode my stuff. I can let my dragon do that. Let's. Is my dog? No, it's just a random, peaceful little dog, not a tame dog. That makes sense. Okay, I have drunk from this fountain and gotten kind of a bad effect. I have unleashed a water demon. That's not the worst one you can find because they're kind of slow. So I can kind of run away and throw things at it or do something like that. The worst thing is usually at the low levels when snakes come out and you have to fight like several water moccasins. And Ryan says Chucky is a plastic golem. Or no, I guess not. He was a person first. Yeah. Well, his body, I don't know. I guess it depends on the definition of a golem. Yeah, I guess a golem is just an, an animated, an animated man made out of, clay or brick or whatever, steel. Oh, so this water demon, is it actually friendly? Because I'm chaotic? I think it might be. Doesn't say friendly, but it was like moving in such a way that it didn't look like it was trying to chase me and kill me. Yeah, it doesn't want to fight me, I think. Let me try. Wields a short sword. Okay, that's probably not good. I'm gonna try to attack it once. Hit the water demon, thrust. Oh god, oh god. Okay, it's hurting me. Now it seems on top of me. This is bad. Shit. Okay, it's almost. And I genocide water demons? Do I want to? I wouldn't normally do that, but I might have to. Uh, shall we do it, folks? Let's just do it. It's too risky, I think, to do otherwise. I could check if they're resistant to cold and stuff. I think they probably are. Actually, one reason I mean, if I'm gonna die, it's probably worth it. But one reason to not genocide a water demon is sometimes the water demon comes out of the fountain and is grateful for its release and grants you a wish. And a wish is like one of the best things in the game because you can get like any object that you want. But here's all the stuff about a water demon. I'm looking specifically like over here. Uh, I don't think it's cold resistant, but let me search for that word. Yeah, it's not cold resistant. So I have that going for me. But I have 8 hit points, so. And this is a subtle nuance of the game, but look at this. One way I can deal with it is kind of hit and run, just keep running, maybe zap once in a while, because they tend to be slow. But if I move up here through the door, Nethack has a weird thing where indoors, if you're in a doorway, like you're on top of a door, you can't move diagonally. So I cannot move this way, right? I would have to move straight up and to the right, which would mean if the demon followed me closely, it would get another hit in at me, probably. So that's what the risk is. I'll let this genocide him. Shall we do it? And that's true. Ryan says you would think freezing would hurt a water demon. It does hurt them. They're not especially susceptible to that damage, though. But I'm going to use a genocide. Let's do it. I don't think I've ever genocided water demons before, but I'm going to do it. You have found a scroll of genocide. What monster do you want to genocide? Type the name. Oh, shit. I realized it as I was hitting enter. There's certain things you can't genocide, like demons and angels and like these kind of like higher level supernatural creatures. So I'm getting canceled here by somebody, and I think this could be bad. Let's see what happens. A thunderous voice booms through the caverns. No mortal, that will not be done. Okay, so it's not like I'm getting harshly punished, but I have to choose something else, and I can't cancel it. So I gotta kill something. So I might as well just think about what's a bad monster to deal with generally, but this might not get me out of this situation. General good candidates are again like mind flayers, liches, and things like that. We can actually look at the genocide wiki page. And then if you see restrictions on genocide, you'll find, yeah, look at this, major demons and stuff like that. Um, do they have, oh, see, a variant in Slash them, Titans can be genocide. This is all just a bunch of details. Good targets, though. Vampire mages, that sounds bad. Ghoul queens, that's new to this. Null shamans, Titans, blah, blah, blah. Brownies. Electric bugs, eh. Migo queens. Migo meaning like the Lovecraft creature, the the fungus from Yuggoth. They're in this game. They're not in vanilla Nethack. Troll mummies. I mean, there's a lot of good options here. What is this? Careful reverse genocide of giant shoggoths. A good way to gain the teleport control intrinsic. There's something I don't know here. Wow. Anyway, let's keep it grounded here. Why are koalas nasty? Koalas can untame any pet? What's with koalas? Why are they jerks? In other words, they can make your pet not yours anymore. Huh. Well, anyway, I have to pick something. Well, so Ryan asked, would genocide the at symbol kill you? Yeah, so I don't have a blast genocide, so I can't genocide a symbol. I have to type out the name of the type of creature. So I could type human and it would just die though. And yeah, I won't genocide. So let's not go there, right? So I actually gotta take a little break and use the men's room. So let's decide quickly, and then I'll do that. I'll just go with one of my standard Mind Flayer, or it could be Master Mind Flayer. They tend to be even more of a pain, but I'll just go with regular Mind Flayer for now. I got so many lined up, right? I actually might die immediately after doing this anyway, because the Water Demon's probably gonna get a round of attacks against me. Wiped out all Mind Flayers. There we go, exactly what I said. Yep, I'm dead. All right, let's see what I had. So those other two Scrolls of Genocide were uncursed. That was good to know. Uh, yeah, I guess I kind of agree these days, Ryan. Ryan says I don't think they should have used the word genocide not to be PC. Yeah, it's kind of not the most tasteful word to use because in the real world, every time we talk about that, it's I don't have to explain what it refers to, but yeah, it's not in the best taste. But I don't think they meant anything bad by it because you are kind of wiping out all of a certain kind of creature. But yeah, so I'm glad I didn't try on those random boots because they turned out to be cursed -1 pair of fumble boots. However, this helmet that I had was pretty good. Blessed +2 Dwarvish Iron Helm. And the other boots kind of sucked too. Cursed -1 pair of iron shoes. That dagger that I kept saying I didn't want to wield because it was probably garbage, because it was a crude dagger, turned out to be a blessed +2 Orcish dagger, so that might have been good to use actually. I had a Wand of Opening, so I kind of totally screwed up around that Water Demon. I did have an 81 charge magic marker, and my gems were all worthless glass. But I'm going to take a little break, guys, to use the facilities. And when I come back, I'll either play more Nethack or maybe play something else. I'm inclined to play more Nethack, but we'll see. So see you in a little bit. Okay, I am back. Hope you enjoyed that nice intermission music. Hey, we can leave it on the rest of the stream, how about? Yeah, so Ryan asks, what does the 0:81 mean with the magic marker? Yeah, so 81 is the number of charges. Magic items like, wands and magic markers and some other stuff too, like magic lamps, they have a number of charges, which is how much usage you can get out of it. But 81 doesn't mean you can write 81 scrolls. The longer the text that you write, the more charges it uses. So if I write, a certain scroll, it might use 5 charges, another might use 7, something like that. And the number 0 in front of the colon means how many times I have used a magical means of charging it, recharging it essentially. And you can only do that a few times usually. I think it varies per item, but it keeps track of that thing for you. So, like for example, if you have a wand of wishing, that's usually a prime candidate for recharging, but it keeps track of how many times you've done so. And the more times you do it, the more likely it is to just kind of disintegrate or something like that. I don't remember the exact math, but it's something like you charge a wand of wishing twice, and then it becomes garbage after that, or something like that. Anyway, that's the general idea. Yeah, it occurred to me while I was using the facilities that I actually have a character I think I was doing pretty good with on Nethack 3.7. The only thing is he is in the Sokoban levels. I'll show you real quick. And these are just very slow and tedious, and I kind of methodically go through the spoilers to do this. So you have to push all these boulders represented by these zeros in the right order to get to the stairs. And I don't like to do that live. It's just not something I like to do. So I'm not going to use this character actually. Uh, but I thought there's this new ace hack. At least it's new on this server. Why don't I give that a try? I know nothing about it really. But Ryan says, speaking of Dawn of the Dead, which we were talking about earlier, there should be a NetHack Dawn of the Dead hack. You go through the mall instead of a dungeon. That's a good idea, actually. It could just be filled with zombies or something. Or, so it's not just all samey. It could be like all kinds of undead, perhaps. There are some very undead heavy levels, though. They're graveyard levels. But for now, let's play some Ace Hack. Let's see what that's about. It has a cool title screen. This is from, well, it's not super new. It's from 2012 or 2009 to 2012. Clown zombie joins. Yeah, exactly. I loaded this once before, but I didn't actually play. It says you can do new game or join game. What does that even mean? This looks quite different, doesn't it? Hold on. Tutorial. Now I'm wondering if the tutorial is worthwhile. I'm wondering if it gives me, lessons specific to this version of NetHack, or is it just kind of, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we made tutorials for NetHack so people knew how to play it? But other modes, tutorial, explore mode, that's kind of a cheat mode. That's in regular NetHack too. Normal modes, solo modes. Oh, solo mode prevents interaction between players. So in normal mode, when you're playing on a server, um, yeah, so when you die, the game might decide to save your level. It's called a bones file, and your ghost might haunt that level, and all the stuff is exactly in place as it was. So typically, a bones level means there's some tough monster that killed the player. Not always though, but also there's a collection of stuff that was owned by that player. So if you find that collection, you can get some good stuff. However, it's all cursed. We also have debug mode for even more cheating. Interesting. Are there co-op NetHacks asks, right? I don't think so. There is a roguelike that I'm aware of called Crossfire that is called co-op. I remember I used to try to get it. I tried to get it to work once upon a time, but it wouldn't work. I'm gonna see if I can find info about that. Okay, it looks like yeah, it has some basic graphics. So here's a little bit about Crossfire. Let's jump to screenshots if they have it. Here you go. Now, I always wondered how this works, though. It's funny how many different clients there are. I guess for different operating systems and stuff. So it looks something like this. But I wonder how it works because traditional style roguelike are such that you're doing a lot of turns. You just hit one direction, that's your turn. Another turn, another turn, another turn, another turn, another turn. So how do you do that in a multiplayer context? Because you're each taking these very brief turns, it's got to be obnoxious. However, maybe it gives you like each person takes 20 turns and then it switches to the other player. They do 20 in like a batch like that. But I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to try it once, and I remember trying to set up a server and getting my friend to connect or something, and I don't know, we couldn't get it to work. That was like a long time ago. Anyway, let's try some ace hack. So let's create a new character. It looks like all the standard stuff. I'm thinking this might just be like they tried to make a better menu and like make everything user friendly, like a tutorial and stuff like that, but I'm not really sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you screaming about? Arturo is here. Hello, Arturo. He says V, V. What, for Valkyrie here? You want me to be a Valkyrie? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying 5? Let me know, please. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I can be a Valkyrie. Yeah, they're kind of straightforward. I've had my best runs with Valkyries, except for when I won because I was a samurai. So, but Valkyries are pretty straightforward. They attack things. They're strong. They can get Mjolnir and just throw it. When you're a Valkyrie, it has the extra ability that it will it strikes things with force. It does lightning damage as well, and it returns to you like a boomerang, and you can catch it. And Ryan says when I hear Crossfire, just think of that board game commercial. Yeah, I remember. Did you remember that Vectrex version we played? Me and Rob Bob played it. That was fun. But Arturo really wants me to be a Valkyrie, so let's do it. I'm wondering why it's showing some of these guys as colored white. I'm just curious about this. It's not a big deal or anything. Okay. Oh, you know what? Again, it's trying to just make a fancy menu. Like if I choose H for healer, it says it's not a valid choice because I have dwarf selected. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna hit V for Valkyrie, and then I can be a dwarf or a human as a Valkyrie. And I have to be. Do I have to be lawful? Yeah, I have to be lawful, and I have to be female. Oh, I can be male. Wait, no, I have to be female. So basically, it comes down to I want to be dwarf or human. Uh, but I just hit H and then it said, I don't know, I'm confused by the menu, honestly. Oh, I didn't hit capital H, I hit lowercase h. Yeah, so I can be female, human, or dwarf Valkyrie. Yes, you're allowed to make color jokes for sure, Arturo, because you're Mexican. Okay, but I can be neutral. Okay, let's decide neutral or lawful, and then human or dwarf. So lawful players are welcomed in law-abiding communities, which tend to be peaceful towards those who share their alignment. Their gods dislike this. Okay, I think it's the screen's drawing a little bit weird, but I think it's supposed to say dishonest or underhanded behavior, such as using poison, theft, or grave robbing. For neutral, a neutral code of conduct has few obvious advantages or disadvantages. Animals are often peaceful to those who share their views. I think that's what it's saying. Magic also has something such a view. A few powerful magic items are only usable by neutral players. Alright, I can go either way. I'm not really too picky about alignment. How about we go dwarf? Oh, I have to be lawful if I want to be a dwarf? I guess it's fine. Okay, lawful dwarf, Valkyrie, female. Let's do it. Oh, interesting. So this is like a lot of classic computer RPGs, probably even modern ones. I don't play too many that are not roguelikes, but they let you re-roll. Roguelikes typically don't let you re-roll. They just throw you into the game and they say have at it. But what I can do is keep hitting the pound sign here until I see stats that I like. Offhand, this looks fine though. I don't know the range I can expect though, but basically the Valkyries are good with Constitution and Strength, as you can see, and they're crappy in the last three. Well, Constitution 19 sounds great to me offhand. And this /01, this is using this strange thing in the original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We called it AD&D, the first edition. Nethack is very much based on that. They had this strange concept of like percentile strength. So once you get 18 strength, which is like the max you could naturally roll because you roll 3 dice. If they're all sixes, you could get that. Then you'd have a percentage on top of that from 1 to 100, and you could gradually increase the percent, and that would give you more bonuses. And when you finally reached 100, I think you could upgrade to strength 19, but they made it like slow and gradual for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna hit reroll just to see what kind of things should come up. Okay, so I have 1804. I'm mostly looking at my constitution and strength here. Those seem to be the things that change. Okay, it looks like this one's more balanced. Look at that. I got some decent intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. But yeah, I think I want to have at least 18 strength, and if I can get 19 constitution again, even better. I'm thinking I might have blown a really good roll at the beginning. Arturo says alignment, social justice, warrior, lawful, neutral, chaotic, or Mexican. All right, I'm gonna go back to this since I got 1801 and Constitution 9 again. I think I want to stick with it. Unfortunately, I had Dexterity 12 before, so I'm a little worse in that area. Let's just go with it. I don't want to sit here all night re-rolling. Gonna hit the dot to play. Oh, look at this interface is interesting. We got our hit points down here, our power for spells down here, which you don't do much of as a Valkyrie though. Uh, okay. Velkommen, Emrin. Welcome to Nethack. There's a staircase up here. I'm thinking it might be cutting off because I kind of sized my screen and font well enough for slashing, but this might be a little bit different. Anyway, we'll just see how it goes. Oh, slash specify the word. Uh, see, I was trying to use slash to look at my cat because that's the normal character, but it says specify what. I want to move the cursor to my cat and see what it is. Like, see how it's doing. But apparently they changed that command, which I don't like offhand. So I'm looking at the help here. I don't want to read all this. So slash is describe a text string or symbol by name. But how I do like the cursor look at a thing, Normally that's slash. So this is kind of annoying that they changed that. I use that a lot actually. I don't know. And Ryan says SJW, respect the monster's boundaries, instantly kill. By the way, it's drawing me as an H in this game. It decided to do that. I think that's normally an option. And remember what when I was talking about genocide earlier. If you're a dwarf and you hit H, you kill yourself because dwarves are H. But usually the game would draw you like an at symbol anyway. So some people would debate about that. Should it show an H? And long story short, it looks like in Nethack here they decided to draw you as an H if you're a dwarf. By the way, on route represent. All right. A ruby potion. Sure, let's drink it. Ah, I'm blind. That's annoying. So let me see if I can fix. Things are cut off. I probably can't fix it easily. Like, see how it says blend? Anyway, I'm blind. That sucks. I'm gonna travel around blindly. That's a stupid thing to do, though. It's interesting the way they color things blue. It looks like for this most recent message, if it's something that happens like now, it'll be white, but if it's from a previous turn, it'll show up as blue. What just happened? Repeatedly move in which direction? Yeah, okay. The door opens. Still blind. Still blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. If you'll hear a chainmail. Oh, I got teleported. I went into this trap and it teleported me randomly over here. You know, this drawing tool that I've been using lately, I think it. Let me know if you like it, but I think it's helping me to explain exactly what I'm talking about on the screen a little bit better. Could be I'm just talking nonsense. Change what? What did I hit to do that? Let's pick up the chainmail. Um, cool. It tells you the weight of everything. That's normally an option. I think this game tries to give you a lot of default options that are helpful. I always forget to turn on the weights, but that's good to know how much everything weighs. As you can see, the chainmail weighs a lot more than other things. So armor is very heavy in this game generally. I could try on the armor. It might be bad. I'll just put it on. We just started the game. Oh, okay. I'm putting on armor while I'm getting beat up. But it is a +0 chainmail. Typically, if it's not a minus, it's not going to be cursed. I guess we're going to have to kill something. I killed something. Okay. Something else is killing me. Cannot escape from it. That's weird. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I think this is my pet that I'm feeling now. I can tell by the way it's moving and not attacking me. Usually that means a pet. God, Potion of Blindness lasts way too long. It's very frustrating. Just hitting the S button repeatedly as I move slowly just to see the letter I. Oh, something's biting me. Okay, I guess I'm going to attack north. Kill it. It bites. Attack to the left. I kill it. Jackal corpse. Okay, let's eat that while we're sitting here. Black it rotted in like 2 seconds. Another jackal. Sure, I'll eat you too. That one wasn't rotten. Please stop being blind. It's so annoying. No, I don't want to kill the random thing. So what I do is, when I see the eye, I just don't attack it by default because it's probably my pet. But if I can tell that it's attacking me back, or attacking me first, then I will attack it back. But you got to be slow and careful. Because if you do attack the letter I and it is your pet, you'll just, you know, probably kill it. What happened? Okay. Ah, I can see again. Thank you. That was an ordeal. You can be, what's a good kitty name? Oh, we'll go with Georgia, even though Georgia's actually a dog. All right. By the way, you can tell a Valkyrie doesn't exactly start with a ton of equipment, but finding the chainmail was pretty nice. That's a good thing to find on level 1. I'm lucky that it wasn't cursed, though, but that works for me. I have AC 1 now, which isn't bad for the first level of the dungeon, and also for being experienced level 1. And this is going again with old school AD&D style where lower is better. So basically your average Joe with no armor and no special um, dexterity bonuses to armor class would have 10. And then as you get armor, you would subtract to it. So for example, you put on some, some regular boots, it might go down to 9 or 8 depending on what it is, 9 or 8. You put on some body armor like a chainmail that might help you by something like 5. I don't know offhand the exact amount, but something like that. Uh, and then the blast +3 small shield. A small shield just subtracts 1 normally, but with the +3, it takes you down by 4. So basically, I have -4 from that, and something like I think -5 from the chainmail. And Ryan said I like the plus zero, so zero, yeah. It could say minus zero, I suppose. Plus or minus zero. Okay, there's something to kill. Let's kill it. Oh, my cat killed it already. Oh no, there it is. It's still there. I came around from behind and killed it, and then the cat ate the spoils of my battle. It ate the goblin. Killed the newt. Alright, there's a fountain that I know better than to drink from, but I probably will anyway. You know, I just got killed by a water demon from one of these fountains. I just found a potion of healing, it looks like. You feel better. Alright, let's do it. See, this is why I take the risk. Because I figure I'm low level, and then you can get something like this. You feel strong. Now, I wish I knew why it wasn't showing my stats, though. I wonder if it's being cut off, or do I have a setting not set properly? Let's see if I can find that. It's not something I usually play with, so let me see. What should my favorite fruit be, by the way? They give you very few options for it. I'm wondering if this, what's it called, Ace Hack. I wonder if it's based on a very old version of Nethack, because I feel like some things are wonky, and there's definitely very few options compared to what you usually have. It's usually like pages and pages of them. But it is what it is, I guess. My favorite fruit is gonna be jar of paste, so I'm gonna eat paste. Should have been named Ralph Wiggum though. Uh, doodaloo, 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 doo. Hmm. Let's go back to the left where we started and wound up teleporting by accident. What is that? I don't know how to look at things. This is annoying. Like, there should be a cursor lookup somehow. Uh, that's actually going to be quite. Okay, what is hept? I don't know. I don't know if this is hept. Okay, I'm going to try a thing. I'm going to save my game, and I'm going to try adjusting some things that might help me see more. It seems like they're trying to draw more to the screen than my terminal can handle. So I've adjusted things. It might make just the level really small though. We'll see how it looks. Uh, yeah, it was just slightly cut off, like over in here. So I don't know if it was worth my doing that, but sometimes resizing on the fly makes it screwy. But we'll see how it goes. Um, End of Monty Python says to yes, exactly. I stopped playing the song intermission. I'm level 2. All right, let's head over to the left there, and then perhaps level up or level down. Go down a level. Ah, what the hell is loot? Geez, they changed all this stuff. Okay, so it's using the keys that I don't like. The VI keys. How do I loot then? Maybe I have to use one of these special, like, hashtag commands. Alright, what the hell is a heptagram? Heptagram. Uh, yeah, this is weird. Alright, let's try loot. We gotta use the hashtag loot. They have a lot of these pound sign or hashtag commands in this version. Worship, is that separate from praying? In any case, let's loot. You trigger a trap, but luckily the gas cloud blows away. Let's loot again. Not lol. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm not on top of the box anymore somehow. A thick spell book, which is kind of useless for a Valkyrie who's dumb, but I could possibly sell it later. And a clear potion, which is water. Water is great because you can turn it into holy water. I'm often diluting regular potions enough so that they turn into water. Ooh, okay, I feel very wise. Don't mind my yawning. You feel wise. You must have been very observant, so I gained a wisdom. I don't know how to see my damn stats, though, in this version. That'd be nice to see. How do I see my stats? Too much stuff. Hmm, that's not the thing I want to do. Wow. Alright, let's go downstairs. Screw this level. I'm going home. Wait, is there more here? Should we finish the fountain? Let's finish the fountain and probably die. What's this? An orcish hum. Somebody killed an orc. Probably my cat. Alright, here we go. Georgia eats the jackal corpse. You feel self-knowledgeable. You are fervently aligned. Cold resistant. You have infravision. You are stealthy and you can safely pray. Good to know I can safely pray. Because we need to pray just to make it today. Same thing. Well, there goes this character. An endless stream of snakes pours forth. Okay, do I have an out here? Do I have a way to escape? I could always pray to make it today. But I need to like get out of this room so I'm not surrounded by them. I need to head through this door. So at least I can get them in single file or just sprint to the downstairs. I could hope that my cat distracts them for long enough. Anyway, all I can do is run for it pretty much. I don't have any wands or anything magical. Or moccasins biting me. Oh, the freaking jackal blocking the way. That's annoying. Okay, let's see how I want to play this. I think I just want to fight my way through the jackal. Well, get out of the way. I missed the jackal. This is not good. Get out of the way. I missed it again. Jesus Christ. I'm holding up pretty well hit points wise so far, though. I mean, they can poison me, which is not good. Oh, I missed the jackal again. Come on. It's a freaking jackal. Come on. Cool, I killed the jackal. Getting bitten. George is fighting them. George is really going to die a hero right there. Look at that. She's surrounded by these snakes and fighting them. If you look at the recent messages, like these are missing her. Georgia bite misses the water box and then the water box. Like a lot of fighting between them. Okay, let's keep running though. We gotta run for our lives. Now again, with the doorways, you can't go through them diagonal. So I have to go down and then left, which is gonna let them hit me an extra turn, unfortunately. I'm almost dead. It might be worth a prayer here. It said I could safely pray, so let's do it. I don't know what the new worship thing is though, but it said I could worship or pray, but I'm just gonna hit pray. You begin praying to Tyr. You're surrounded by a shimmering light. The water moccasin starts to attack you but pulls back, etc., 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 etc. Georgia drops a candle. Okay, Georgia. I know I could probably bite these snakes better if I got this candle out of my mouth. But she picked up the candle again. You finish your prayer. You feel that tear is well pleased or pleased. That does jack for me. I was hoping to get healed. Alright, so I'm probably gonna die right now, and I don't think I can do anything else. But let's see. You die! Alright, that's that. And that's why, if you're smart, you don't drink from fountains. But I never learned to be smart. But I think, you can get benefits. And the way I play is usually I don't really care too much if I die early on, so I risk it. But maybe it makes for a less fun stream. I'm not sure. Um, I noticed the edges still cut off a bit since I resized things. Well, let's try again. Why don't I play it safe with fountains next time? That could be a new thing I try. Okay, shall we try Ace Hack again or something else? What the hell is Zap 'em? So many options. I don't know what most of these mean. And this one is a variant of Slash 'em, I think, called Slash Them. uh, 1D, sorry, 1 3D means a really old NetHack. 3.7 is the latest of regular vanilla NetHack. I'm gonna pick one at random. Let's try Fick Hack. I don't know what that is at all. I'm gonna try Fick Hack. Fick Hack, a NetHack 4 variant. And by the way, what NetHack 4 is about, if I remember the story correctly, uh, let me go back. So 3.7 is the current, but there was some version, it might have been 3.4, that they were stuck on forever. And the NetHack devs didn't like really publish any new info. So some people who are not the official devs thought, let's just take over this project and make our own version. So they went from NetHack 3 to 4, and that's NetHack 4, which is something else completely from vanilla NetHack. But then we have FickHack, which is a variant of NetHack 4, and probably this one is too, NetHack Fork. Are you confused yet? Well, anyway, let's try FickHack. Set options, perma blind. You can spend the whole game blind or hallucinating if you want the challenge of that. Look at that. It's a birth option. That's crazy. You can do Elbereth. I should have tried Elbereth. Seduction. You can turn off seduction if you don't want people to be able to seduce you. Fun / easier game modes. Should we try a crazy cheating mode? Explore. Poly init. Play in monster form. Want to do that? I can play with one of these monsters. It scrolls down too. Shall we try playing as a master mind flayer? That could be fun to try. I would go around eating people's brains and stuff. I could be a badass dragon. Why is it all cursed? Is it what? Not sure what you mean, Stu. I could be a vampire, a zombie. All right, let's play. I don't play as a cockatrice. Let's be a cockatrice. That should be fun. It's gonna be very silly. So yeah, the chicken says, all right, now I'm being a cockatrice. I want to turn everybody into stone. Wow, look at all these options. All right, I don't want to get too crazy because I could spend an hour looking at all these. Let's do it. New name for a cat. No, I don't want that one. All right, I'm a cockatrice. Let's do it. Not eligible for the high score table due to starting in polyinit mode. Yeah, let's continue. No. Okay. So I think it's going to treat it as a normal character who's been polymorphed, because that's something that can happen in regular NetHack. You get polymorphed, so you get transformed into a creature. I'll be a elf wizard male, but cocky the cockatrice. Okay, cocky the chaotic cockatrice. Ah, I love the alliteration there. I am cocky the chaotic cockatrice. I don't know why I feel hardy or limber, but it says that. Oh, okay. Hardy is due to poison resistance. Limber is petrification resistance, I guess. Because I'm a cockatrice, so all the stuff I'm carrying has caused me to become overtaxed. So I have to drop stuff. not carrying much, but a cockatrice is not very strong. Let's just drop it all, I guess, for now. Alright. Let's turn things to stone. Woo! Need my number pad enabled. How do you do that? Oh, come on. Birth options, no. Interface options, that should be it. Why are you being a pain? Come on, where's the damn number pad? I can't really play with the regular keys. I've tried, I just don't remember them. Maybe they call it something else. Tile palette mouse. Fun, all the escape. Status 3. Sidebar, show, see, it's screen layout stuff. It can't be that. Is there anything about like keys? Key map. Alter the key to command mapping? Why did it have to be confusing? It's already confusing to begin with. Crossfire, yeah, I had the board game Crossfire. Okay, I think I want mass rebind digits. Bind numeric keypad numbers to directions. I think that's what I want. Did it work? Don't know. Let's try it. Count. No, I don't want to count. Come on. Okay, I turned off numlock and it seems to work. So this is the downside of being a cockatrice. I can't open this door to my left because you have no hands. Okay, this must be a fountain. I'm gonna see if those snakes can handle a cockatrice. Come on, snakes. Detecting monsters. Fountain dries up. Okay. This might not be as fun as I hoped for with the inability to open doors. It's gonna be kind of lame, actually. Actually, that's pretty much it. I'm stuck. Alright, maybe we should restart. So YouTube's giving me a message that it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It could be full of crap, or maybe it had a little bit of a hiccup, but it's fine now. Yeah, that was controlled, Ryan. Abandon the game, please. I don't want to be a cockatrice. I was very wrong to have thought that was a fun idea. No, I don't want to be a cockatrice. Change the options. Off. My cat name is going to be Bungholio. My dog name is Cornholio. My horse name is going to be Mr. Ed. Sparkle. I can make the map sparkle. What is this? Speed of resistance animation. Okay. Let's not drag this out. Alright, let's play. It's all basic stuff, it looks like in Hack. I don't see anything new. Let's play a... What do I want to play? I don't know. How about a wizard? We will be a gnome wizard. Wizzy. Getting real creative. Okay, I've got a quarterstaff, cloak of magic resistance, wand of striking, and blindfold. I know the spells. Wow, that's a good amount of spells. Force bolt, dig, knock, magic missile and pray for help. Is that in addition to normal pray? I don't know. Maybe they just, in this particular variant, they make it a spell instead of an action. But I have some good amount of magic, it looks like. I don't have, hold on. Yeah, I have, wow, basically 4 spells plus the pray. I think normally you usually start with like 2 as a wizard. So Force Bolt, costs 8 power, by the way. I have only 6 power altogether, so I actually can't cast any of these spells right now. What is this here? Oh, it's a wand. They have a silver wand. Dude, it's an interesting interface, I guess. Okay, we have a random scroll, a random wand, some food, which is good because wizards usually have trouble with food early on with wizards because they don't really have much. They have none. And when they cast spells, that makes you a little bit hungrier with each spell casting for some reason, if I recall correctly. You hear this flashing of a naiad. There must be a fountain on the level. So normally the game in the vanilla Nethack, it would only tell you this. It looks like in this version they want to be helpful and tell you what that actually means. So there must be a fountain on the level. Stairs down. Something is engraved here on the headstone. You read, "Here lies the body of Jonathan Blake. Stepped on the gas instead of the brake." Poor guy. I am neutral. I think I'm allowed to dig up bodies as neutral people. Dig up graves, I mean. But I don't have a way to do that. You know how Steam tells you how many cumulative hours you've played of each game? I wonder if I ever had, if I could hypothetically have such a stat for this game, what my number would be. I know it would be pretty insane, though. So we got a goblin giving me grief. I don't have enough uh, power to cast any spells yet. So let's just smash him. Killed him. Iron Skull Cap. Statue of a ghoul. Who makes a statue of a ghoul? Ugh. It's giving me a lot of cool info, though, I gotta say. You don't normally see how many turns it takes to eat things, but it told me it took 8 turns to eat a jackal. How many how many turns did it take to get to the center of a jackal corpse? You find a gem sparkling in the water. You've gained see invisible, so that's cool. From drinking in the fountain, I gained see invisible. And that's permanent. I'm getting tired. So that when you see me toggle auto pickup like that, that's because I'm such a I don't know, I trained myself to kind of optimize a little bit my movements. Because normally, if you have auto pickup off, it takes an action to pick up something. With auto pickup on, you just pick it up as you move. So what you can do is toggle it. I like to have it off generally, but if I just see a pile of money, I know they just tend to just give you a pile of money, nothing else unexpected. So I will toggle it on and step onto the gold to pick it up without wasting a move. I'll probably do that here too with the scrolls. It's the scroll labeled Venzar Borgave. Why don't we read a random scroll? That's fun to do. You feel like someone is helping you. And look, this game tells you what these secret messages mean as well. It must be a scroll of remove curse. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this, I guess I mentioned it in the YouTube description. But if you see to the left of the game screen, there's that hand drawing of something Nethack like. This is from a birthday card that my son made for me when he was about 7, because I started showing him Nethack around that time, and he knew I liked the game, so he thought he would make me a birthday card with Nethack on it. And what do these creatures mean? Well, the at symbol would be me. A capital M would be a mummy. A capital N is, I think, a naga. And the lowercase u is a horse of some type. It could be a pony or a warhorse. And, and the rest are just like, doors and walls and things. All right, Ryan, thanks for hanging out. I'll maybe see you Wednesday for more Commodore action, perhaps. Have a good night. I might bail soon, too. I'm really starting to feel the tiredness. But I don't know. Maybe I'll play this character through unless he does well, actually. So we'll see. But yeah, NetHack is a big thing in my family. Oh, look at this. Did Ryan leave? He probably left. Ryan left. Well, this is a good water demon outcome. You unleash a water demon grateful for his release. He grants you a wish. You may wish for an object. For what do you wish? Wow. You can get any object in the game, essentially. Some limitations, but let's look up wishing. So, here in the wiki, they give you some uh, suggestions. Sorry, I just like to get nothing personal showing up there. Not that it's a big deal. Anyway, yeah, a lot of times people, including myself, will wish for something like this: gray dragon scale mail or silver dragon scale mail. Uh, if I do that, if I go the route of dragon scale mail, probably silver would be good because I already have a close cloak of magic resistance, which provides that. So basically, gray is for magic resistance, and silver is for reflection. Early wands of wishing, that's not what we have. They give you all kinds of tips depending on what you are. There might be one for wizards that they recommend. Not wizard mode. They do say what I just said basically. A wizard starts with a cloak of magic resistance, so would prefer silver dragon scale mail generally over gray. Let's see. I lost my window for the chat. Here it is. Okay. Arturo says, wish for cockatrices to be able to open doors. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options, but and yeah, like it says here, it depends on how late in the game you are. Early on, you just kind of want to survive. What am I, neutral? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm neutral, so you can pick some things that are good for your particular alignment. I might just go with the old-fashioned dragon scale mail. It'll help me survive a lot for sure. Slash 'em, special things to look for in Slash 'em. I'm not playing Slash 'em anymore, am I? Potion of gain level. Let's go with the old standard. Blessed Greased +2 Silver Dragon Scale Mail. That would be great. You could also go for +3. The probability of getting the plus depends on how greedy you are with the plus. Here is the chart for that. So if you ask for something +2, you get it 4/5 of the time. But then 1/5 of the time, you would only get 0. So you could say it's worth only going for +1, but it's never worth asking for +0. Because +1 you get all the time, success rate 1. You could go for 3 because you get that 3/5 of the time, which is still a good bet. But typically you want to go with one of these +2 or +3. You could go for +4 or +5, but as you see, it goes down 1/5 each time, basically. So, I don't know, I'll go for +2 or +3. What do you think, R2? +2 or +3? Should I get a little greedy and go for +3? In any case, if I failed, even the +0 is a great thing to have this early on. Let me start typing it out. Blessed, and just asking for blessed and greased. They're like freebies. Like greased means that certain things can't latch onto you, or like I think yeah, like something tries to grab you, like a tentacle from a sea monster, or if you have a helmet that's greased and a mind flare tries to latch onto your helmet and eat your brains, can't do it. So that's what grease is about. Um, I guess I'll go with +3. Let's try it. +3, silver dragon scale. Oh, that's awesome. Should I do it? Do +3? I'm gonna do it. +3. Let's see what happens. Okay, it doesn't tell me the plus right away until I wear it. But let's try it. Take off the cloak, and here we go. It's +3. I got a grease +3 silver dragon scale mail. Oh yeah, baby. Now let's put on cloak of magic resistance on top of that. And you can see our armor class is not actually shown with this UI. What is that? Hold on, what is it? Def. Is that what armor class is? But it works differently somehow? Like maybe it increases instead of decreases? Let's try taking off the cloak and watch. Yeah, it went down by 1. So whoever made this mod or this fork of the game decided they wanted it to be a defense that goes up as you're defended better. Just because I guess armor class is weird. D&D style armor class is weird if you're not familiar with the game. So I guess you probably start at 0. Start at 0. I don't know. I don't know what I start. I don't want to play around with the armor too much because it wastes time. But in any case, I think this might be equivalent to having like -3 armor class in regular Nethack. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's see. Well, I don't want to fool around with fountains anymore. I don't need water moccasins to finish me off. That'd be pretty embarrassing. Keep the jackal. What is that omega symbol? At least this version lets me use the cursor. It's a neutral altar. Okay, oh my god, I'm neutral, aren't I? That's cool. So I could sacrifice things, and I can also drop things and figure out if it's blessed or uncursed, etc. Because I just dropped this iron skull cap. It is uncursed. It's probably worth getting the confirmation on the silver dragon scale. So I'll take that off. First, I'm taking off the cloak because that's on the outside. Now let's take a look though at the defense over here. When I take off the silver dragon scale mail, yeah, look, I'm down to 0, so it must be 0 is the default. And the silver dragon scale mail with its +3 is actually giving me 12 defense. And now I can drop that on the altar and confirm that it's blessed. Yes, an amber flash means it is blessed. Now let's wear it again. Oh, jackal showed up, but my cat killed it off. That's good. Let's wear the cloak. I could wear the iron cap too, but I think the more metal stuff you wear, the more it disrupts your spellcasting abilities. But I was looking at this for a moment because it doesn't tell me my fail percentage. It does tell me my memory percentage, how well I remember the spell. I don't know, maybe I'll I think I'll pass on the cap though. Well, maybe I should leave it on until I can actually cast any of my spells. They only have 6 power. If I can't cast any spell, then who cares if I damage my ability to cast them successfully, right? So let's put on the skull cap. And now I have defense. Oh, it's the same. But I'm not cursed. It's the same because I thought it was 13. It didn't improve. It's -1, so it does 0. It gives me 0 benefits. Usually you find weapon and armor with a minus and it's cursed. In this case, it's fine. I can take it off. It's worth leaving on though, because sometimes even if it's not helping you, defense wise, if you like, say you walk into a falling rock trap, it'll hit you in the head, and if you have a helmet on, it just won't damage you. So it's good to have anyway, in my opinion. But yeah, it's cool to have an altar here. It would be cool if I had a way to farm for corpses and sacrifice them, though. I don't really have that. And also not really having a lot of food. I don't want to just wait around forever. But it's good to know it's there. Can I annotate? Yeah, I can annotate in this game. Let's call it. Oh, actually, I think it'll already tell me if something has an altar. How do I look at the notes for a map though? Let me check that out. Overview. Okay, so I do pound overview. Yeah, so it tells me there's an altar to Thoth, who's my god. Some fountains and a long staircase. Alright, see, I'll have to come back. Actually, this long staircase is probably the Gnomish Mines. And I could always, probably won't work, but I could try to kill like all these things like kobolds and drag them up the stairs. The problem is corpses can be heavy, so it might not work out. But I'm trying. It's not far from the stairs, so it might work. Offer the kobold. Use a glimpse of four-leaf clover at your feet. Thoth is non-committal. Okay. It's not too bad. It's pretty close. Circular amulet. That's cool. Let's pick that up. Who's that H? Just notice it's a friendly guy. Peaceful dwarf. And we've got jackal, some other stuff. Grid bug, yellow mold. Okay. I could drag the jackal up here if it'll let me kill it right. Oh, the freaking cat killed it and there's no corpse. Damn it. Damn it, Bungholio. Bugbear. Come over here. Kitten, stop it. You're gonna get killed. Shit. Yeah, let's push it out of the way. I'm gonna get killed. Crap. Uh, okay, Zappawan is striking south. The bugbear is killed. Welcome to level 2. Huh. Let's fight this jackal now. I'm actually gonna let the kitty do it. He's gonna eat all the corpses though. Yeah. He ate the bugbear too. Oh my goodness, that's a full cat. Alright, I guess I have no corpses left. But I'm alive. Here's a kobold. He killed a kobold that didn't leave a corpse. My cat is badass. Bungholio. There's a trap there. Use move only command to move there anyway. Okay, let's skip it for now. Guess I do have to get food for myself before I go crazy with the sacrificing. Scroll labeled read me. Yeah, all I needed is a scroll of a surprise scroll of destroy armor. As my grandpa used to say, I need that like I need a hole in the head. Emerald potion, okay. I could chug a regular a random potion though. Start to float in the air. It must be levitation. What's this blue dog thing? Coyote. That's the reference to the Roadrunner and Coyote. That's funny. Hungry Fleabaggius. That's great. Oh, speaking of a dog barking. All right. I'm actually thinking I should go. Things are winding down here. I'm getting tired. Mm. Food ration, but I can't pick it up because I'm levitating. That's annoying. Cat's probably gonna eat it. I can levitate over this trap though. That's good. Might as well take advantage of that. You kidding me? Right when I'm over the trap. All those spaces, right when I'm over the trap. I land. You float gently to the floor because the levitation wore off. There's a gaping hole under you. What the f? You see that crap? Something about the save file is corrupted and it kicked me out. Can I rejoin? Aha! I had some freaking good armor. I was doing great, but I had. That sucks. It just crashed. Okay, I'm not playing that variant anymore. Sheesh. Screw that. Well, I guess it gives me a good excuse in a sense to wrap things up. But that's not fair. Alright, that one's buggy. Fick hack, don't play it. I don't know if I don't know if Nethack 4 is bad as well. Uh Let me rewind my preview of the stream here. I kind of hit the key too fast. I didn't really read it, but it said something about a corrupt save. So I'm looking back to the preview that YouTube gives me so I can basically rewind. It looks like somehow levitating and landing on the gaping hole like caused a crash, like it couldn't handle that combination of things. Yeah, it says the save file is corrupted. The game state or save file is internally inconsistent. However, the game can be recovered from a backup save. This will lose approximately 0.006956% of your progress. It also seems like it might be possible to repair the game state. This will lose no progress, but might leave the game more unstable than usual. That's great. You can report this error at blah blah blah.nethack4.org. Please include the following information. Oh, I had a choice and I hit something before I read it. I could have hit P to attempt to repair the game state, R to automatically recover the save file, or Q to leave the save file to be recovered manually. I don't think I hit any of those things. I might have hit a. I have no idea what I hit. But it doesn't look like I can recover. What if I load game? Oh, there it is, load game. Okay. Oh, but I'm like in an infinite loop of this crap, I think. What if I. Hold on. I could do P attempt to repair the game state. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world if I lose this character. It's not like, I was about to win after 100 hours of playtime. Uh, yeah, I'll hit a P to attempt to repair the game state. Wait, what's the difference between that and automatically recover? Okay, so, yeah, okay. So it sounds like repairing the game state would be this thing. So I would lose no progress, but the game might be unstable. But if I do automatically recover, it would take me back a little bit, like it's saying up here. I would lose approximately 0.0069 blah blah of my progress. So I'm going to try that. Let's do automatically recover. And look, it looks like I'm one step away from going over the pit here. So I think I'm just going to not do that this time. And I should gently land to the floor now. Yeah, look at that. Okay. In any case, at least I know my save is in good shape. But I think I do want to head out. So I shall save my game. And yeah, that's. Oh, you want to stop playing? Close the game, abandon the game, or keep playing? Hold on, I hit save though. Confusing option. Okay, I definitely don't want to abandon the game. Keep playing. Yeah, I want to close the game, I guess. All right, cool. I'm like way behind the chat. What? Well, in any case, I am heading out. So, yeah, have a good night, Stu and Arturo, and anybody else who might be watching now. And if you are watching later, then you don't get a good night. But have a good night, everyone, and see you next time. My new schedule, by the way, for old school games is on Wednesday. I play I play games on a stream I call Way Back Wednesday, and all this month of August, I'm doing Commodore games for Way Back Wednesday, which means I have two more such streams to go. So next Wednesday I'll play some more random games. Maybe I'll practice up on my Montezuma's Revenge so I can play a little bit better next time. I'm thinking maybe for the last stream I might make it all new games like homebrews and stuff that are for Commodore 64. That would be I think August 31st. But yeah, that's all. Have a good night, guys. See you next time and take care. Bye.